Every day we need to make many choices. Some decisions don't change life much, but some make all the difference. There is an interesting fact, and all you know it. People don't like wasting energy. Because we are lazy and need to do something, because life is motion. It's easier to give up and turn on energy-saving mode. That's established in us. That's why we're creating technologies to simplify our lives. Now, I want you to remember the last situation when you faced a choice. It can be whether to eat porridge or eggs for breakfast, should I change school or not, have tea or coffee, support and lie, or tell the truth. Do you regret the decision you've made? And do you want to change it? Wrong decisions can lead us into a corner. Often, people facing a choice know the right option somewhere inside, but they are afraid to choose it. Afraid because of judgment or defeat. My point is that you need to act wisely, even if it's difficult, even if it's scary. Don't be afraid to do. Be afraid to regret that you haven't done. It's better at least to try. For example, take on a project. Even if you failed, you've started, tried, learned from your mistakes, and during the process, you've discovered something new. You do not stay still, but develop. Risk is a path of doubts and insecurities before something great happens. Some people decide to go along this difficult path, while others prefer to go with the flow. You may ask, why should I take a risk if I don't have any guarantees it might turn out to be successful? I'll tell you. Risk makes you reach places which you would never reach. The risk rule is, in a controversial situation, do not ignore the risky path. Weigh all the decisions, and if it is possible and doesn't threaten your life, learn to avoid risk. If you think that only those people who are already millionaires can take a risk, then you're wrong. All of them were no different from you before they achieved their goal. For example, Oprah Winfrey, perhaps the most successful woman entrepreneur in the world. The only African-American woman on Forbes 2018 billionaires list. She left her steady job as co-anchor of 6 o'clock news in Baltimore to host a third-rate talk show in Chicago. After boosting that show's ratings to the first place, she launched her own show, which has become the highest-rated program of its kind in history. Oprah proves that measured risk-taking can yield great reward, even if it takes a few tries. Do the one thing you think you cannot do. Fail at it. Try again. Do better the second time. The only people who never tumble are those who never mount the high wire, she said. What do you think about risk now? One of my life's scaredness and risks was the same as most of TED speakers faced: to present a speech in front of the audience using the English language. I thought, what if I can't speak in front of the public using the English language? What if I fail? That is hard. But in one moment I realized, I can't live like that more. This is a great opportunity and experience, and I can do this. I have to risk and get out of the procrastination cocoon. Then I decided to risk despite fears of failure and created risk rule. And look at me now. I'm standing in front of you and speaking on TED. That is incredible. And I'm here because I've taken this rule in my life and tried to follow this. You can also do this. For example, take part in a competition. Get ready for it. And maybe you will win and get a lot of joy. Of course, there is a chance that you will not take a prize, but don't be afraid to fall. Whatever, you'll get experience, and during the process of preparation, you will learn a lot. I want you to rethink your life and choices that you've made. Even if you're afraid of something, just try to do it. I don't tell you to jump out of the window just because it is a risk. No, of course you have to think about the consequences. But when you follow risk rule, your life will become funnier and richer. Risk at work and you'll climb up the career ladder. Risk to go to a party instead of sitting in your bed and eating, and you'll make new contacts and friends. Risk admitting love, and you'll find your soulmate. Joanne Rowling's book Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone was rejected by over a dozen publishers. Finally, a small British publisher, Bloomsbury, said yes. Joanne achieved her success because she worked a lot, didn't give up, and believed in her creation. I think you already know what heights she has reached. Grab the opportunity and don't be afraid of doing a choice that seems to be hard to embody. Risk and do it. Thank you.